Alright everyone, welcome. This is Fun 2000, and I'm welcoming you back from my 10-day break, since the last video I made was on February 2nd, and 11 days later, it's almost Valentine's Day. I figured I'd do an early Valentine's Day special. And you're wondering, what's your early Valentine's Day special? Well, it's going to be on a redo of my collection of Sesame Street titles on VHS and DVD. But here's the thing. This time we are going to have questions be on topic for this video. First of all, and this video is for Jeremy Barton. He's a huge fan of Sesame Street. Oh, hello! How are you doing today? Well, I'm back from my 10-day break, of course. The last time I made a video was February 2nd, and today's the 13th. I'm going to do a redo of my Sesame Street titles. So, without further ado, let's get started. I have a whole bunch of Sesame Street VHS and DVD releases to go through. Alright, this first one we're going to look at here is a DVD release of Sesame Street from 1999. The VHS of this originally came out 2 years earlier in 1997, but this is a DVD version of it from 1999. And you want to know what the title is that came out in 1997 on VHS and 1999 on DVD? Well, here's a hint. Ernie is the main protagonist of the video. Okay, you guys can ask some questions now, so as long as they're on topic. So, Jeremy Barton, if you're watching this, it's for you. Now, this is a DVD release from 1999 that came out on VHS 2 years earlier in 1997, and it featured Ernie as the main character. And if you haven't guessed by now, well, look at this. It's the 1999 DVD release of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me. Yes, that's the one that has Ernie being the main character on it. 1, 2, 3, Count With Me. I originally got the DVD of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me back in 2003 when I was a very young child. But for some reason I got rid of it, but I got it again in 2015. In December of 2015 during Christmas vacation. Yes, I did. It's much better when it's 1 hour long nowadays. And Jeremy Barton is welcome to join us if he wants to. So, 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, the DVD version of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me that was released on DVD on December 14th of 1999. And the VHS version came out on July 8th of 1997, so it's got a beautiful green cover with Ernie on the front cover, holding a key that says number 7 out of the furry arms. And look at this beautiful spine. And if you look at the back, it lists the songs. That's how the numbers go. 1. Count it 1, 2, 3. 5 Jive with Elmo Hammer. 7 Goldfish. Martian Beating number 9. Counting Vacation. Rap song number 11. Honk Around the Clock. And Count With Me. And of course, Count With Me was, of course, the brief last part of the song Count With Me was, of course, used in the famous Only from Sony Wonder bumper with the announcer going, only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold. I really like how they added that music in that bumper. The back cover has a picture of Benny the Bunny, and it's a 1999 DVD release, so it shows the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo on the back cover of this, and it's 30 minutes long. And the DVD disc art also shows the 1997 CTW semicircle logo as well. But not the actual disc itself. The actual disc itself actually contains the older CTW logo from 1983 on there. So even though the 1997 logo is on the packaging and the disc art, the actual disc has the older one from 83. So I'm going to go tell you how this DVD opens with. The DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me just starts off at the DVD menu, and then after you push the play button, wow, that is weird. He says, one thing that was weird on the Sesame Street episode, Elmo comes clean, and honestly, I don't know why, but we don't really see Elmo jump, probably. We don't really see Elmo jump, probably. That is weird. Now, the DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me just starts off with the DVD menu, and then it has the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, where it has the clouds in a cloudy background, with the clouds in a bright blue sky, and then the ribbon flies downward. The ribbon starts off as a purple ribbon, and then it turns pink, and the sun shines on it, and then the ribbon turns blue, and the sun brightens up and becomes the letter O in the word Wonder. That's the most recognizable Sony Wonder logo I have ever seen when I was watching Sesame Street and Arthur VHS and DVD releases. Well, Sesame Street VHS and DVD releases and Arthur DVD releases had that logo when I was on my collection of them. Anyway, the FBI warning and the music was very wonderful in the Sony Wonder logo. So, anyway, the FBI warning is used, then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has that creepy, cheesy Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo from 1983, where the letters Children's Television and Workshop write themselves in the spark, and an array of sunlight makes the letters glow and sparkle at the end. And the Children's Television Workshop logo has 2 different sounding variants, depending on the tapes. The most common sounds in the CTW logo from 83 is the electronic synth sounds, where it has 3 synthesizer scales, followed by a big loud laser zap at the end. That's the most common one. And then there's a very rare alternate version of it as well, where it has the bells clanging with 3 sets of ascending bells. And then after the sound of the ascending bells, you hear a really loud metal-like, almost gong-like sounding clang, and then a ding sound at the end. Now, the CTW logo from 83 has the electronic synth sounds on 1, 2, 3 Count With Me DVD release. Anyway, the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, CTW logo from 1983 with the electronic synth sounds. And then it has the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996 and the title card and the start of the program. All right. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. This is a VHS. And this is the 1996 Sony Wonder VHS release of Sesame Street 25th Birthday, a musical celebration, which is the Sony Wonder reissue from February 6th of 1996. Of course, it originally came out on VHS on October 29th of 1993 by Random House Home Video, and then it was reissued by Sony Wonder on February 6th of 1996 on VHS, and then it got a DVD release on July 1st of 1997. Anyway, this is the 1996 VHS of Sesame Street's 25th Birthday, a musical celebration. It's got a really great picture of Big Bird, Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch, Grover, and Elmo on the cover. Like the Sesame Street gang on the cover. And the spine. Yeah, Sesame Street came out in 1969. So obviously, if it was 25 years, obviously, if Sesame Street aired in 1969 and it celebrated 25 years, it would have been in 1994. But the tape originally came out in 1993 to celebrate the 25th anniversary. And then 1 month after this was on VHS, the 25th season began. Anyway, cool characters on the front cover. And here's the spine. And the Sony Wonder logo is in the pink ribbon on the spine and on the back cover as well. Yeah, it would have made much more appropriate sense. But this one says 25 years, and the VHS originally came out in 1993, so this is kind of ironic in a way. So, the VHS of a musical celebration does not list the songs on there for an apparent reason, but it does say this. For every Sony Wonder release, it says, the money that CTW earns when you buy our licensed products is put right back into Sesame Street and other CTW educational projects. Thanks for helping. This would be for the Sony Wonder of releases from 1995 to 2001. They would say that. And then beginning in 2000, they slightly updated it and say the Sesame Workshop name. They kept that scribble on there, but they updated the name. And then they updated it again in 2001 with a slightly different paragraph. All right. A musical celebration. And the running time for a musical celebration is approximately 60 minutes, which is a full hour. And here's the tape. It's got that sticker label on it, and I colored the label blue. The reason why I color in the labels is because leaving them just plain white, in my opinion, is a little bit boring in a way. So I put more color in it to make it interesting for the releases. It's got the sticker label, of course. And if you look at the print date, it is the 54th day of 1999. So this is obviously a 1999 reprint. Now, for some reason, when I put this tape in, Yeah, Sesame Workshop did make Dragon Tales 30 years after Sesame Street aired. That's interesting. Yeah. Now, for some reason, when I put the VHS of A Musical Celebration in, it did not work properly. It did not work. It wouldn't play at all. However, I can still tell you the opening and closing to the VHS version because I've seen a video of the opening before. At the beginning of A Musical Celebration, it would include, at the beginning of the 1996 Sony Wonder VHS release of A Musical Celebration, that is, it would have the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995-2006, and then the very cheesy, classic children's television workshop Sparks logo from 1983 with the electronic synth sounds. And then it has the title card with the voiceover saying, Sesame Street's 25th birthday, a musical celebration. And then we hear the Sesame Street theme, the Calypso version from 1992 to 1998 playing in the background with kids and Muppets enjoying a beautiful day at the park. Believe it or not, I actually went to the same park where this was filmed at on my graduation trip to New York in September 2019. Believe it or not, I visited the exact same park that they went to when this was filmed. Where this was filmed, actually. It was filmed at the park in the summer of 1993. And I actually went to that same park. I actually went to the exact same park in the graduation trip in September 2019. Anyway, the Sesame Street theme would have kids and Muppets enjoying the day at the park. Then we get to the start of the program. Alright, here's the next one. This next one is the same title, but it's on DVD. And it is the original 1997 DVD release of the exact same title, A Musical Celebration. It's got the same cover art as the VHS on the front. The spine looks a little different on the DVD. The pink ribbon is on the spine, but the blue one is actually on the back. And this time, it does list the songs on the back of the DVD, including the Sesame Street theme, or actually the program start, then the Sesame Street theme, then Adventure by En Vogue, of course, then Doo-Wop-Pop, The Batty Bat, Alligator King number 7, I Love Trash, Count It Higher, Rubber Ducky, but it doesn't show the full version of the song. It just shows a brief 30-second version. Yes, I am going to include Elmo's World in the collection as well, so stay tuned for that. I went over 1, 2, 3 Count With Me as the first title I saw. As the first title I went over, and then I got to the VHS and DVD of A Musical Celebration afterwards. And anyway, the songs in the back list the program start, Sesame Street theme, the Calypso version with kids enjoying a day at the park, obviously. Then Adventure by En Vogue, of course. Doo-Wop-Pop, The Batty Bat, Alligator King number 7, I Love Trash, the 1991 remake of I Love Trash with the original recording intact. Count It Higher, and then Rubber Ducky, but it doesn't show the full song Rubber Ducky. It shows like a brief 45-second version of it, followed by the Honker Ducky Dinger Jamboree, Put Down the Ducky, and Do the Rubber Duck. All of the Ernie songs are cut short to like 45 seconds long for an apparent reason. Sesame Street Jam Session, C is for Cookie, Monster in the Mirror, Fuzzy and Blue, Monster in the Mirror, I'm an Aardvark, then Fuzzy and Blue. And then Skin, Being Green, Happy Tappin' with Elmo, Doing the Pigeon, Dance Myself to Sleep, Feel the Beat / Dance, I Don't Want to Live on the Moon, We Are All Earthlings, Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, and Sing. Those were the songs. And the running time on the DVD is also 60 minutes. But if you look at the disc art, good luck with that. Good luck with that. If you notice on the disc art, this is not the original DVD inside. This is... It looks like the original DVD. It's basically the same color of the disc and everything, but except it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo on the disc art, which means it could indicate that it's a 1998 or 1999 reprint of this. Maybe it came out, maybe they reissued it when Elmo Palooza came out on DVD or something. So, there's that. However, yeah, I do have Sing, Hoot, and Howl on DVD. I will get to that much later. Even though the disc art, even though the disc art is a 1998 or 1999 reprint of this, the disc still opens exactly like the original 1997 DVD because it has the FBI warning screen and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the 1983 cheesy classic Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo, but this time it has the bells clanging on there, which is the Best of Elmo variant on the DVD. And then it has this Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996. And if I forgot to tell you what the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996 is, it basically starts off showing the Sesame Street logo, and then it zooms out and we see Elmo, Cookie Monster, Ernie, Bert, Zoe, and Snuffy doing something. And then after the Sesame Street Home Video logo is shown, it has the title card and then the Sesame Street theme, the Calypso version, with kids and Muppets enjoying a day at the park. And then we go right into the program. Wow. You are right, Jeremy Barton. That is correct. The DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me does have the electronic synth sounds. Alright. Here's this next one, which is a VHS. And this is a 1999 VHS release of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play. It's got a beautiful picture of Elmo in a trash can. Yes, I do have some. I have a couple of Sesame Street DVDs that have that version, and I have a couple of Elmo's World VHS releases with that Children Can Learn How to Count trailer. Alright, So the front cover shows, oh cool, you collect Blue's Clues, The Wiggles, Teletubbies, Sesame Street, and Thomas the Tank Engine. To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of Blue's Clues or The Wiggles, but I do enjoy Teletubbies, Sesame Street, and Thomas, by the way. And Clifford and Arthur as well. And Dragon Tales. So, The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play. The VHS of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play actually came out the day after Dragon Tales premiered. Dragon Tales premiered on September 6th of 1999, and this VHS came out on the next day, which is September 7th. And what's interesting is, it's got a special bonus, includes an episode of Elmo's World on there. Wow. Guitar Hero and Baldi's Basics FTW Door, FTL. Is your copy of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play the original Children's Television Workshop print? Or the Sesame Workshop reprint? Because mine is the original Children's Television Workshop print. Oh, I know, you're having fun. It's alright. Don't worry, I won't take this very seriously at all. Don't worry. Alright. It's got a beautiful picture of Elmo in a trash can on the front cover with some bugs. The spine shows a portrait of Elmo. And it has the Sony Wonder logo on the blue ribbon. And if you look at the back, it lists the songs. Welcome to Grouchland, Sing, Grouches Love Trash, Nightbug Boogie, Together Forever, Rubber Ducky, C is for Cookie, Take the First Step, and Elmo's Song. One question, Guitar Hero and Baldi's Basics FTW Door FTL. Do you happen to have some Sesame Street releases that I don't have? Or do you basically have almost every Sesame Street tape that I own, pretty much? Oh, it's the original version with Ernie and his rubber ducky in that blue background. And the C is for Cookie, by the way, is not the original version this time. C is for Cookie contains the celebrity version that was used in the 25th season of Sesame Street. Not the original version with Cookie Monster singing it, but a celebrity version. The original version of C is for Cookie can be found on Cookie Monster's Best Bites, which I have, along with learning about letters and a musical celebration. Alright. And yes, it says, plus a special visit to Elmo's World to play with and learn all about balls. It's got a beautiful picture of Oscar and Grizzy the Grouch. And the running time is 50 minutes. I did used to own a childhood copy of the VHS in 2005 where it had an error in the label. Alright. Here is the tape label for The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, which is pink. And there is no print date. And this copy of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play that I have has the FBI warning screen and in the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, And then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the later version with the words "Play It Smart" at the bottom, that you can also see on early broadcasts of Dragon Tales. And then after the CTW logo from 1997, the error was one of the copies I had an error in the label, where even though the packaging read it was 50 minutes, the label said it was 30 minutes. But this copy does say 50 minutes on the label alongside the packaging. Anyway, after the CTW semicircle logo is shown, it has the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from late 1997 to 2000, and then it has the Sesame Street CD and cassette collection promo.
How long have you been streaming for?
It's going to be like a 2-hour stream or something.
Okay, then I guess we will celebrate without you.
Alright. Never mind that, folks. That was just my brother speaking. So, the DVD of the VHS of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play. After the CTW logo from 1997, it has the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from late 1997 to 2000. And then the Sesame Street CD and cassette collection promo from 1998 to 2000. And then the Please Stay Tuned screen, which has the color-changing background, and it has the instrumental harmonica Sesame Street closing theme, the classic harmonica version from 1969 and 1992. And then it goes directly to the title card. In the comments would do. Oh. And does your copy open the same way as mine? Does it have the CTW semicircle logo like my copy? Alright. And then after the program finishes up on the Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, it goes to the end credits, and then we get into the 1999 copyright notice where Elmo says in voiceover, "Elmo's coming right back! He's got a surprise for you!" And then after that, it would go into the Elmo's World theme song, which is the Season 1 version from 1998 to 1999 that just fades in from black. And the Season 1 version of the intro shows Elmo walking to his closet door and to see his goldfish Dorothy. And then after seeing his goldfish Dorothy, he walks to his shade and then he draws a curtain on it and then closes it down. And then after that, we get into the start of the Balls episode of Elmo's World, which has a bunch of balls falling on Elmo's closet after he opens his closet door. And as you know, Balls was the very first episode of Elmo's World. No, I don't have Sesame Street wordplay. You can tell me the opening, though. Alright, here is the next tape. This is the 1998 VHS release. Yeah. Next up, we have the 1998 VHS release of the Alphabet Jungle Game. which is, I believe, the second game-related Sesame Street video to come out in 1998, the first being the Great Numbers game. And this would be the second one that would come after it. It's got a nice picture of Elmo and Zoe holding letters, and it says, "The best of Sesame Street's classic cartoons." And the spine is not shown on here, though. But the back cover is shown, and it lists the songs, and then they include African Alphabet Jungle, Soul A, Diary Letter P, African Animal Alphabet, and many others. And the running time for this VHS release is 30 minutes. And as you can see, it has the Sony Wonder 1997 CTW semicircle logo and the 30 years and counting logo on the back cover of this. As you know, VHS releases of Sesame Street from 1998 to 1999, they have the 30 years and counting logo on the back cover, with the exception of Elmo Palooza and the Best of Kermit on Sesame Street, where they show it on the front cover, and it's not located in the corner next to the CTW logo on those tapes. Yes, I did know that. Wow, that is weird. And if you look at the tape, I colored the label green. Here's the label. That's all right. There's a tape for the Alphabet Jungle game. It's colored green. And there's no print date. And the VHS, my VHS copy of the Alphabet Jungle game starts off with the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from late 1997 to 2000, where the announcer goes, "If your kids like to work out, have we got a personal trainer? If we're learning the alphabet, we can make it as ABC. And when it's time to share, everybody gets a turn. On Sesame Street." That was the promo that I remember seeing the most when I owned Sesame Street titles. Back from my childhood, like the Best of Kermit on Sesame Street, and DVDs like the Great Numbers game and Kids' Favorite Songs had them. And one of my favorite parts of the promo is when Elmo, was a snippet of learning to share, and Zoe is like, "I'll only play with it for a minute." And then Elmo goes, "No, Zoe." And it had the 1992 to 1998 Calypso theme playing in the background of the promo. And then after the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from 1997 to 2000, it has the Sesame Street CD and cassette collection promo from 1998 to 2000. And it has the Please Stay Tuned screen with a different color changing background that's more swirly and in all caps with an instrumental of Elmo Size on there. And then it has the FBI warning screen, and then the cut short version of the Sony Wonder logo. And then after the Sony Wonder logo, which is abridged, it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, but without the word "Play It Smart." In other words, the earlier version that is seen on episodes of Sesame Street from season 29, while the "Play It Smart" version appeared on later season 29 episodes, along with season 30 and 31. And then after the CTW semicircle logo, it has the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996, the title card, actually the Alphabet Jungle song plays, then there's a title card. I like how they did that. And also, depending on the year of the tape, there would be different versions of the Only from Sony Wonder bumper. The earlier releases from mid-1997 to early 1998 had a blue screen where the announcer said, "Only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold." And then on the blue background, and it had the instrumental of the song Count With Me on it. And then beginning in April of 1998, they changed it to a swirly color changing background with the same music and voiceover and everything. And then they updated it again in early 1999, where it had a different sounding, jollier announcer going, "Only from Sony Wonder, wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold." And it had the classic harmonica theme of Sesame Street playing in it. Out of all the ones I like the best, I kind of like them all. But the first version is my favorite. Oh, the shorter version of the Sony Wonder logo, the beginning wasn't cut. It just faded out earlier after the Sony Wonder logo faded in. That's the shorter version. Wow, you're right. All right. I also have the 2001 DVD of the Alphabet Jungle game as well, which I got last year, I believe. Actually, in October 2019, I got this. It's got the same cover art as the VHS, except this says 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street on it. And it has the Sesame Workshop logo on the back cover of this. However, the DVD still contains the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo from the respective VHS version. It actually appears twice, once before the DVD menu, and then again after the previews. And here is a disc for the Alphabet Jungle game. And the DVD opens the exact same way as the VHS. The only differences are things come before the actual contents from the VHS. 3 things. The FBI warning screen, then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the early version without Play It Smart. And then we go, and it freezes to the DVD menu. And then after we push the play button, it has the exact same contents and everything as the 1998 VHS. Wow. Next up, this is something. 2 VHS copies of the Best of Elmo from 1996. Now you're wondering, why do I have 2 copies? They both have the same front cover packaging and everything. Well, they are a little different between one another. First, we're going to look at this one. This is the best of Elmo. I got this copy in 2015. It's got a nice, beautiful purple cover with Elmo holding a black hat and a bow tie. And the spine is a little bit torn on here, but the other spine is in much better condition, and the Sony Wonder logo is in the green ribbon. And on the back, it lists the songs One Fine Face, Imagination, Happy Tappin' with Elmo, 5 Jive with Elmo Hammer Free, Heavy and Light, The Sound That's in the Air, and Elmo's Song. And even includes guest stars by Julia Roberts and Whoopi Goldberg. And it's 30 minutes long. And there was actually a 1997 VHS release that didn't have any previews at the beginning or the end. You want to know what that was? Wow, that's true. It does, doesn't it? There existed other best of titles on the Sesame Street line, like the best of Kermit on Sesame Street, which I also have, which I'll show next, and the best of Ernie and Bert. The best of Ernie and Bert I don't have. Alright. Here is the tape for the best of Elmo, and it has the sticker label, and it's colored green. And it even includes the My Sesame Street Home Video logo on the label, with Cookie Monster taking a bite out of the street sign. The VHS was originally released by Random House Home Video in August of 1994. There's no print date on this copy. And this copy of the Best of Elmo that I have opens with the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, and then the 1983 Classic Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the bells clanging on it, which is made especially for this title. And then it has the My Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1986 with Cookie Monster taking a bite out of the street sign, and it had the Calypso instrumental Sesame Street theme on the Best of Elmo rather than the harmonica one. And Cookie Monster does not say anything after eating the sign on the Best of Elmo. Then we go into the title card and the start of the program. Yeah, the packaging is the same. Yeah. The 1986 and 1987 releases had Cookie Monster going delicious. And the 1988 releases didn't have that. A New Baby in My House from 1994 also has the harmonica theme, with Cookie Monster going delicious, despite the fact that it came out on the same year as the Best of Elmo. And here's another copy You want to know what's different about this copy? You know what's different about... Who? Cookie Monster? All right. Well, what is different about this copy of the Best of Elmo is it's got a rare ink label on it. And yes, it did. And I wrote the print date in a permanent marker reading September 27th, 1996. And believe it or not, the ink label copy of the Best of Elmo opens the exact same way as my sticker label copy. Nothing else changes. Nothing changes in my ink label copy. It all remains the same, just like the sticker label copy. However, I did find out in a video, in a previous video that used to be uploaded, there was one copy of the Best of Elmo that somebody had that had the original CTW label on it, but opened with the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo and the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996 with the Muppets building something. Another video I just discovered from Dank Mozart, he had an extremely rare 2005 VHS reprint of the Best of Elmo, which had an ink label with the Sesame Workshop label, but it still opened the same way with the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the bells clanging and the My Sesame Street home video logo, with Cookie Monster taking a bite out of the sign. That is interesting if you ask me. Isn't that weird? Okay, I respect your opinion on that. Alright, here's the next release. This is the 1998 VHS release of The Best of Kermit on Sesame Street. It's got a nice picture of Kermit the Frog with a prize, and Grover's giving it to him. And this tape was to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Sesame Street. Even though Sesame Street premiered in 1969, and even though this tape was to celebrate the 30th anniversary, it actually came out on VHS in 1998 instead of 99. And I forgot to tell you, beginning in 2001, they got back to using the color-changing swirly background of the Only from Sony Wonder logo. Of the Only from Sony Wonder bumper. Beginning in 2001, they got back to using the color-changing background with Count With Me and the color swirly changing background. And look, the spine shows a nice picture of Kermit. And on the back, it lists the songs. And they include I Love My Elbows, which is also on Elmo Sing-Along Guessing Game, Caribbean Amphibian, African Alphabet, which is also on my audio cassette, Sesame Street Celebrates from 1994, Doo-Wop, Being Green, the remake of Being Green, Tadpole, This Frog, and Frog of the Year. And the running time on this one is 30 minutes. And this VHS came out on September 1st of 1998. And it's got a nice picture of Kermit with the 3 little pigs on the back cover. Mostly because he's more of a Muppet character and less of a Sesame Street character, more of a Muppet Show character. And Caribbean Amphibians, the original version on the Best of Kermit on Sesame Street. You are correct. And believe it or not, the amphibian that sings along with Kermit is also voiced by Kevin Clash, who also did Elmo. If you guys didn't know that, now you do. And here's the label. The sticker label, it's colored purple. Yeah, Jim Henson. Jim Henson was one of the greatest Sesame Street and Muppet Show puppeteers ever to be discovered. He was like a master at puppeteering. And the VHS of the Best of Kermit on Sesame Street opens with the 1990s. Opens with the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from late 1997 to 2000, and then the Sesame Street CD and cassette collection promo from 1998 to 2000, and then it goes to the FBI warning screen, which is slightly shorter. And then we go into the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006. And then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the late version with the words "Play It Smart" at the bottom. And this is the first VHS release to use it. Yeah. And then after the CTW semicircle logo, it has the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996, and then the title card and the start of the program. And what is kind of surprising is it does not show a Please Stay Tuned bumper at the beginning, but it does include previews for other Sesame Street titles at the end, just like the other 1998 releases. Yes, yes, yes. That's what it should have used. You know what I also should have thought? Maybe they should have made an alternate version of Let's Eat Funny Food Songs, which had the 1997 CTW semicircle logo with the words "Play It Smart," had previews, and had a bonus Elmo's World episode at the end called Food after the program. And the Best of Kermit on Sesame Street is the last release to use the is the last release until 2001 to contain the swirly color-changing background and the Only from Sony Wonder Bumper with the Count With Me song playing. Alright. Here's the next release, which is a DVD. It's a 2010 DVD release of a Sesame Street episode from the 35th season of Sesame Street from 2004. A 2010 DVD release of a 2004 Sesame Street episode. And it is The Best Pet in the World. It's got a nice picture of Telly, Zoe, and Elmo on the cover. Of course, The Best Pet in the World is also known as the 4058th episode of Sesame Street. The Best Pet in the World is also known as the 4058 episode. Yeah, they should have made 3 versions. One with the 83 CTW logo without previews, one with the 83 CTW logo with previews, and one with the 97 CTW logo with previews and a bonus Elmo's World episode about food. What would you think? Believe it or not, The Best Pet in the World is also known as the 4058th episode of Sesame Street ever made. The spine has a great picture of Zoe. And on the back, it lists segments. It says, who is the best pet? Big Bird and Snuffy. And Elmo's World Bath Time. Yes, it does include the Elmo's World Bath Time episode on there, which was actually the newest Elmo's World episode besides The Street We Live On that was released. And here is the disc for The Best Pet in the World. And this is a Warner Brothers DVD release of Sesame Street, but none of the Sesame Street titles have the Warner Home Video logo, which is kind of surprising. It just has the FBI anti-piracy warning and the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, which is from 2008 to 2012. Then we go into the DVD menu, and then the Sesame Street theme from 2002 to 2006, and the title card for episode 4058, and we get into the program. Next up, we get into the 1998 VHS release of Sesame Street Kids Guide to Life, Big Bird Gets Lost, which includes a special guest star by Frances McDormand. Yeah, either that or it was episode 4077 that accidentally showed pictures from episode 4058 in the funding. Obviously, the dash transformation or the fishbowl logos would be a more perfect option for the best pet in the world. especially the fishbowl one. He says, I was surprised at 4058 and with the PBS Kids Snow Globe logo, but in the bath time episode, we do see Mr. Noodle wear skis. Yep. Of course, it's got a nice picture of Big Bird on the front cover, and it's purple. You can barely see the bottom of the spine on this because it's covered up by a library sticker. And on the back, it lists the songs That's My Number, Sticking Together, and Maria. And it's got the Sony Wonder CTW semicircle and 30 Years and Counting logo on the back cover. Yeah. And it said, Sesame Street is also funded by Earth's Best Organic and a ready-to-learn, no child left behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education for the Public Broadcasting Service and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you. Thank you. Is that what you're talking about? It's got a nice picture of Little Bo Peep and the sheep on the back cover of Big Bird Gets Lost. And apparently the label has the older CTW logo, even though the packaging had the newer one. It's colored red. And there's like a little sticker at the bottom. It's kind of weird how even though they used the newer CTW logo from '97 on the back cover, it had the older one on the label of the tape. But I popped this VHS of Big Bird Gets Lost in, and it has the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from late 1997 to 2000. And then it has the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background and the theater-like tune that is heard on William Wegman's Mother Goose. Then we get into the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, with the early version without Play It Smart that is used on season 29 of Sesame Street. Hence, season 29 was the newest season when this VHS came out. And then the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996, and the title card, and the Kids Guide to Life theme song, and the title card, and the start of the program. But I have heard that they were screener copies of Big Bird Gets Lost. I heard that there were promotional screener copies of Big Bird Gets Lost that had the older CTW logo from 1983 on there. Yeah, the screener copies of Big Bird Gets Lost actually have the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with electronic synth sounds. They think screener copies of Fiesta did that as well. Didn't screener copies of Elmo Palooza have that older one or the newer one? If you had to take a guess. And how did you know that screener copies had the older one? I heard that, but how did you know that, Jeremy? But my copy of Big Bird Gets Lost is not the screener copy, it's the regular one with the 1997 Children's Television Workshop logo. Next up, we have the 1995 VHS released. No, I didn't. I saw the Sesame Street season 34 funding in 2003 when I was actually watching episode 4038 with the snow globe logo on it. And there was another Sesame Street episode I saw in 2003 with the 1999 Dash logo, too. I believe it was episode 4054 that had it. Alright, next up we have the 1995 VHS release of Big Bird Sings, which is the very first Sesame Street VHS. Alright. Alright. Next up, we have the 1995 VHS of Big Bird Sings, which is actually the very first Sesame Street VHS that Sony Wonder released. Oh, it's when Baby Bear is a little afraid about having a baby named Curly Bear coming. Alright. Hey, Jeremy, have you seen the extremely rare funding that SE, the DVD and VHS collector and program breaker 20K5 had? Seen? And surprisingly, episode 4101 had the snow globe logo, and it had the Balls episode of Elmo's World on there. Did you actually see any season 33 episodes of Sesame Street that had the snow globe logo? Because I did not see any video of that happening. I saw the season 33 funding with the fishbowl logo and with the Dash transformation logo and with the 1999 Dash logo. Those were the only ones I saw, so. Alright, moving on. The 1995 VHS release of Big Bird Sings, which is the very first VHS release of Sesame Street that Sony Wonder released. It's got a nice picture of Big Bird holding a microphone. It's a very similar front cover as the Best of Elmo, except there's Big Bird on the front cover instead of Elmo. And Big Bird's holding a microphone. The spine has the Sony Wonder logo and the pink ribbon. And if you look at the back, it lists the songs I Just Adore 4, Ikinisan, What Is Your Name, Whom, Big Bird Song, Rhyme Out, What a Gift, Big Bird Doesn't Fly, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and also known as Afkadeki Jekyllman Awkward Stuvixes, as what Big Bird would pronounce it. Wheels on My Feet, Map Song, and Sing. And the running time is 30 minutes. Got a nice picture of Big Bird and Snuffy on the back cover. And here's the tape label. I colored it blue. And the print date's the 279th day of 1995. And my copy of Big Bird Sings includes the FBI warning at the beginning. And then it has the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, but it has a prototype version of the Sony Wonder logo where the instruments sound more significantly quieter. Like the strings sound more quieter. And then after that, it has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the electronic synth sounds. And then it has the Sesame Songs home video logo make a surprise appearance on Big Bird Sings. And then we get into the title card and the start of the program. All right. This next one is another Warner Brothers DVD release of Sesame Street from 2010, except it's a 2010 DVD release of a season 37 episode, and it's Big Bird's Wish, also known as episode 4119. The front cover shows Big Bird and Baby Bear on the front cover. Hi, I'm Baby Bear. That was my Baby Bear impression. It was the best I could do it. What did you think? Big Bird and Baby Bear on the front cover. And the spine shows a picture of Big Bird. Yeah. Apparently, the original 2003 airing of episode 4039 had the dot transformation logo with the correct audio, but then when it re-aired in 2005, they accidentally plastered it with the dash logo but kept the dot transformation audio. And the back lists this Big Bird's Wish, Ernie and Ernestine, and Elmo's World Firefighters. Here is a disc for Big Bird's Wish. Basically opens the exact same way as the DVD of The Best Pet in the World, except it has the episode 4119 title card in the start of the program. And the DVD menu looks different. No, they don't. Alright, here's the next release. This is the 1994 VHS release of Sesame Street Celebrates Around the World. This is the 1994 video version of the 1993 Sesame Street TV special, Sesame Street Stays Up Late, that aired on December 29th of 1993. Wow. Episode 4041 and episode 4047 also had the dot transformation logo. And I do know that episode 4044 was another Sesame Street episode from season 34. with the snow globe logo, just like episode 4038. Episode 4044 also had it. Sesame Street actually aired on NET in 1969, and it aired on PBS in 1970. Your Sesame Street celebrates around the world. The front cover shows Cookie Monster, Elmo, and Grover wearing party hats. And it has a Win a Trip to Sesame Street sticker on there. Here's the spine. This shows the Random House logo. And the back. And here's the tape, and it's got a gold sticker label. And there's an N label, and a printed A wrote in marker from May 13th of 1995. The VHS was released 13 days after the Best of Elmo came out, on August 30th, 1994. And this is the original Random House copy of Sesame Street Celebrates Around the World. And the Random House copy opens with the Random House Home Video logo, which is slightly short. And then it has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the with the jingling, with the bells clanging. And then after that, it goes to the start of the program, title card, and the start of the program. Usually, the 1983 CTW logo would fade out after it's finished. But on releases from the My Sesame Street Home Video line, it fades to the My Sesame Street Home Video logo instead of fading out. Oh yeah! Elmo opens his closet and a bunch of packages fall out of there. It's like a huge snowstorm of mailboxes, if you ask me. Here's the next one. This is the 1987 VHS release of Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. The only Sesame Street tape from the 1980s I actually own. I got this in Christmas of last year. The front cover shows Big Bird waiting out in the snow for Santa Claus. The special Christmas Eve on Sesame Street aired in 1978. And this is the only Sesame Street tape I have that features Mr. Hooper on it. And here's the spine. And the back. There's actually a scene where Ernie and Bert trade their favorite things to give something they want. If you had to take a guess, what PBS Kids logo did you think appeared after episode 4032 and 4033 and 4037 and 4048? there was a scene where Ernie and Bert trade their stuff to give something for their friends. Like Ernie trades something to give something to Bert, and Bert trades something to give something to Ernie. And when my mom saw this scene, she was touched. She cried every time that scene came on. Look at that. My copy of Christmas Eve on Sesame Street has a green sticker label. And there's an end label. And I popped this tape of Christmas Eve on Sesame Street in. And my copy of Christmas Eve on Sesame Street has the Random House Home Video logo, but then it has the 1978 Children's Television Workshop snake logo that is also seen on TV airings of Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. The Sony Wonder version replaces it with the 83 CTW logo with the electronic synth sounds, but the Random House VHS keeps the 1978 Children's Television Workshop snake logo intact. And then after that, it goes to the title card and the start of the program. And it has the Christmas music in the 1978 CTW logo. As a result, the animation's a bit slower. It's okay. Alright, here's the next one. This is the 2000 VHS release of Cinderelmo, which is a 1999 TV special. And the VHS of Cinderelmo came out on February 29th of 2000. And it's got a nice picture of Elmo dressed up with some mice. And the spine is really interesting. It's a Sesame Street parody of Cinderella. Of course, I have the actual Cinderella, which is a Disney film. I have the Black Diamond Classics VHS release and the Masterpiece Collection VHS release. And this is the Sesame Street parody of Cinderella called Cinderelmo. And this includes French Stewart, Carrie Russell and Elmo, Oliver Platt and Elmo, Kathy Najimy and Elmo, and Carrie Russell and Elmo. And the running time is 50 minutes. And look at the tape, the label, I colored it blue. For some reason, it does not say Children's Television Workshop in the label. It just says the letters CTW on there. And there's no print date. And the VHS of Cinderelmo opens with the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the 1996 Sesame Street Home Video logo. Then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop Semicircle logo, with the early version without Play It Smart, which is seen on season 29 of Sesame Street. And then it has the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from late 1997 to 2000, and then the Sesame Street CD and Cassette Collection promo from 1998 to 2000. And then the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background and the classic Sesame Street harmonica closing theme. And then it goes to the title card and the start of the program. Oh. But what about episode 4033? What did you think 4033 had? What did you think episode 4033 had, along with 4037 and 4048? Well, you could be right. 4032 may have had the fishbowl logo, and 4034 may have had the dash logo with correct audio. Alright, here's the next release. This is the 1995 VHS release of Cookie Monster's Best Bites, which is the only other 1995 VHS release of Sesame Street that I have, or that actually came out. Cover is a nice yellow cover with Cookie Monster holding a cookie, yummy cookie recipe inside. Mine used to come with one, but I think it got lost. If Cinderelmo aired on PBS Kids, I would say the Dash transformation logo would be the best. Mostly because it has a dark background. And you know what's weird? Cinderelmo is the only time on TV where you get to see the CTW logo with the Dash transformation logo. Even though most of the time it was outdated in June of 2000, except on Dragon Tales where they kept using it until early 2001. My copy of Big Bird Sings did not come with the activity booklet, though. And here's the spine for Cookie Monster's Best Bites. In the back, a list of songs. C is for Cookie. C drives me crazy. If Moon were Cookie, they can't take that away from me. What is Friend? And Goodbye Little Cookie. And the running time is 45 minutes on here. Sony Wonder logo is in the pink ribbon on the spine and on the back. You're right, 4033 may have had the dot logo. I think the last time you wrote it, I thought you said 4033 may have had the fishbowl logo, apparently. Here's the label for Cookie Monster's Best Bites, and this is actually a Canadian copy. See? Made in Canada. And I popped this tape in, and my copy of Cookie Monster's Best Bites does contain the FBI warning. It features the FBI warning on it. Then the Sony Wonder logo is shown. This time it has the normal version of the logo and not the prototype one. It has the normal one this time. And then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the electronic synth sounds, and then the My Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1986 makes a surprise appearance with the long version and with the harmonica theme. Cookie Monster munching on the sign and then licking his finger and then going delicious at the end. And in the start of the title card and the start of the program. Didn't you say there were some copies of Cookie Monster's Best Bites that did not contain the FBI warning, along with Big Bird Sings? Anyway, what were your thoughts on Cinderelmo using the Dash Transformation logo if it aired on PBS? Here's the next one. This is another DVD from 1999, except it came out 3 years earlier on VHS, and Big Bird is the host. And this is the 1999 DVD release of Dutiful Alphabet, which was released on November 9th of 1999 on DVD. Got a nice pink cover with Big Bird and Baby Bear holding some letters of the alphabet. Here's the spine and the back. And it lists the songs Duty Alphabet, D, also known as DDD, which is sung by Ernie, J Friends, Alphabet Songs, sung by Billy Joel, T Dance, Boogie Woogie Piggies, Alphabet Blues, and Alphabet Jungle Song. And the back cover shows Betty Lou holding a Sesame Street Alphabet support group. And it's a 1999 DVD, and it has the Sony Wonder and CTW semicircle logos on the back cover, and it's 45 minutes this time. Here is a disc for Duty Alphabet. Just like 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, even though the DVD of Duty Alphabet has the newer CTW logo on the packaging, the actual disc itself, when you put the disc into the player, actually has the older CTW logo. But the DVD of Duty Alphabet, on the other hand, starts off at the DVD menu and then the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop semicircle. No, the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo appears. Alright, I'm going to start this over. Just like the DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, the DVD of Duty Alphabet also contains the 1983 CTW logo on the actual disc when you pop it into the player. But the opening is a little bit different on Duty Alphabet compared to 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, because the DVD of Duty Alphabet still starts off at the DVD menu, just like 1, 2, 3 Count With Me. Just like 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, Duty Alphabet also starts at the DVD menu, then the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo. But this time, unlike 1, 2, 3 Count, unlike the DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, which had the electronic synth sounds, the Duty Alphabet DVD actually has the bells clanging instead. So, that's right. Duty Alphabet has the 1983 CTW logo on the DVD with the bells clanging from the Best of Elmo. And then it has the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996. And then the title card and the start of the program. But the VHS has the electronic synth sounds, and it has the My Sesame Street home video logo, which is shortened, starting at Cookie Monster taking a bite at the sign. So, the 1999 DVDs of Duty Alphabet and 1, 2, 3 Count With Me both contain the 1983 CTW logo on the actual disc when you pop it in. But while 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, while the 1999 DVD of 1, 2, 3 Count With Me has the electronic synth sounds in the CTW logo, the DVD of Duty Alphabet has the bells clanging in the CTW logo instead. Ain't that the truth, Jeremy Barton? Ain't that the truth? Alright, here is the next title. This is the 1996 VHS release of Elmo Size. The front cover is teal, and it shows Elmo on it. Exclusive to home video. Activity sheet inside. My copy of Elmo Size does not have the activity sheet. And the VHS was released on June 11th of 1996. Here's the spine. Same spine as the Best of Elmo, except it's teal instead of purple. And the Sony Wonder logo is in the blue ribbon. And if you look at the back, it lists the songs Coming Round the Bend, which is a new song. Elmo Size, which is also a new song. Twister Sisters, which is also a new song. Work Out in a Chair. Do the Benny Hop, Elbows and Knees, and Jump. And it's got a nice picture of Rosita on the back cover. And here is the tape with the label. I colored it orange. And the print date on this release is the 312th day of 2000. The 312th day of 2000 is the print date on this tape of Elmo Size. So this is a 2000 reprint. However, even though this is a 2000 reprint, it contains the same, even though it's a 2000 reprint of Elmo Size, it still contains the same original 1996 VHS opening, tape master-wise. Because it starts off with the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from early to mid-1996. And then it has the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006. And then after the Sony Wonder logo is shown on Elmo Size, it has the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the electronic synth sounds, and then the My Sesame Street home video logo, which is abridged with just starts at Cookie Monster taking a bite at the sign. Then it goes to the title card and the start of the program. Oh, didn't you mean a 1998 VHS of Elmo Palooza? Elmo Palooza wasn't released on VHS in 1996. Speaking of Elmo Palooza, that's the next tape I'm going to show you. This is the 1998 VHS release of Elmo Palooza, which celebrates 30 years and counting on Sesame Street, and it came out on VHS on April 14th of 1998, even though Sesame Street did not celebrate its 30th anniversary until November 1999, which is kind of ironic in a way. Front cover is a beautiful white one. It shows Elmo on the cover, a close-up of Elmo. Here's his spine. And the back. And I'm going to read the guest stars. David Allen Greer, Jon Stewart, Jimmy Buffett, Sean Colvin, and Vogue, Gloria Estefan, the Fugees, Kenny Loggins, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, and Rosie O'Donnell. And the running time on this is 50 minutes. There's another copy of the VHS that says the running time 55 minutes on there. But this one says 50 minutes. And beginning in April 1998, they keep the permanent color for the Sony Wonder Ribbon blue on the releases of the back cover and stuff. From 1995 to 1998, from 1995 to early 1998, they often changed color of the ribbons on the Sony Wonder logo on the spine and back cover and stuff. Sometimes they would change it to pink, to blue, to green, to orange. And then beginning in April 1998, they kept the color blue from now on. And they remained that color ever since. Here's the tape for Elmo Palooza. It's colored red. No print date. Yes. There were some alternate copies of the Best of Elmo that opened up differently with the early to mid-1996 Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo. There actually existed two versions of it with that promo. One version of that tape with the early to mid-1996 Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo kept the 1997 CTW semicircle logo, the early version without Play It Smart, and then another copy with the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from early to mid-1996 had the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house. But my copy opens up the original way. My copy opens up with the late 1997 to 2000 Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo, and then the Please Stay Tuned screen with the swirly color changing background in an instrumental of Elmo size. Then the FBI warning, and then the abridged version of the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the early version without Play It Smart, shown on season 29 of Sesame Street. And then the 1996 Sesame Street home video logo and the title card and the start of the program. And Jeremy Barton, what did you think of the PBS airings of Cinderelmo using the Dash transformation logo, even if it aired on PBS? Even though it did not. Here's the next release. This is the 1996 VHS release of Elmo Saves Christmas. Released on VHS on September 3rd of 1996. Got a beautiful cover with Elmo enlightening the reindeer. Here's the spine in the back. And it lists the songs. It's Christmas again. Every day can't be Christmas. It's Christmas again. Every day can't be Christmas. Give your friend an Easter egg for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is you. And keep Christmas with you all through the year. And then running time on this VHS is 60 minutes. And if you look at that, my copy's a rare ink label copy that reads 30 minutes instead of 60 minutes, which is kind of weird in a way. No print date. I know there existed 3 different versions of how the VHS of Elmo Saves Christmas opened up. One copy would be the original 1996 VHS copy, one would be a 1997 reprint, and one would be a 1998 reprint. I checked this particular copy of Elmo Saves Christmas, and it's the original 1996 print of that, where it starts at the Sony Wonder logo, and then it goes to the Sesame Street home video and audio collection promo from late 1996 to early to mid 1997, where the announcer goes, "It's all the friends kids love. It's all the quantity families trust. Now Sesame Street is coming to your street." Stuff like that. And then after that, it contains a preview for Elmo Size, and then a preview for Sesame Street Platinum of All-Time Favorites, and then a preview for, and then after the preview for Platinum of All-Time Favorites, there's this part of the trailer where it goes, "And don't forget Sesame Street Holiday Audio, the Sesame Street Christmas available on cassette and CD, and Elmo's Night Before Christmas book and tape. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good cookie." It's kind of funny how the announcer gets interrupted by Cookie Monster saying cookie at the end of the trailer. It's like, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good cookie." Pretty funny if you ask me. And then after that, it goes to the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, and then the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the electronic synth sounds, and then the 1996 Sesame Street home video logo, which makes its first appearance beginning with this release. And then it goes to the title card and the start of the program. And of course, Elmo Saves Christmas aired on PBS as part of the holiday season in 1996. This next one is another holiday special that also aired on PBS and aired a year apart. Premiered a year apart. And it's the 1997 VHS release of Elmo Says Boo. It's got a nice, beautiful orange color with the Count and Elmo looking very scared. I actually watched this tape back at my job in 2019, in October 2019 to be exact. I actually watched this tape on Halloween back at my job in October 2019. Oh wait, excuse me. I actually watched this VHS of Elmo Says Boo back in October 2019 back at my job. Surprisingly. the spine, and the back. Interestingly, the blue ribbon is on the spine, but it's orange on the back. Songs include Bones Inside of You, Transylvania, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, We're All Monsters, Frazzle, and the Batty Bat. And the running time is 30 minutes. Yep, 30 minutes. It's got a picture of Elmo and Telly. No, it's got a picture of a Muppet dressed up like a ghost with Telly Monster. And I forgot to tell you the character on the back cover of Elmo Saves Christmas. It's Big Bird. And here's the tape for Elmo Saves Christmas, and for Elmo Says Boo, and it's pink. The label's pink. And there's no print date. And this copy of Elmo Says Boo opens with the Sony Wonder logo, and then it goes to the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from late 1996 to early to mid 1997. And then it goes to the 1, 2, 3 Count With Me trailer. 1, 2, 3 Count With a preview for 1, 2, 3 Count With Me, and then a preview for Elmo Saves Christmas, the original version of the trailer, with a Sesame Street Christmas and Elmo's Night Before Christmas also advertised. Then it goes to the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, which takes a long time for something to appear after the Sony Wonder logo fades out. After the Sony Wonder logo appears, it takes a long time for something to appear after the logo fades out. It takes a few seconds after the logo fades out. You see a black screen for a few seconds, and then you see the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo with the electronic synth sounds, and then it has the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996, the title card, and the start of the program. Next up is a 2002 DVD release of Elmo Visits the Firehouse. It's got a picture of Elmo with a Firehouse Dalmatian and a Muppet fire truck. I actually watched this DVD back in 2008 when I was in first grade. Here's the spine and the back. It says, Elmo visits in a real-life fire truck. Elmo rides in a real fire truck with Maria and Captain Bill Walsh. Elmo learns about fire safety in the Special Elmo's World, and Elmo and New York City firefighters. Interestingly, Elmo's World Firefighters actually premiered on this DVD in September 2002 before it aired on TV in April 2003. Obviously, I think they should have flipped the Fish and Firefighters episodes around. They should have had Season 33 use Firefighters, Sleep, Firefighters, Sky, Sleep, Weather, and Getting Dressed. And then for Season 34, they would have used Male, Ears, Fish, Open and Close, Wild Animals, and Feet. It would have made much more appropriate sense for that matter then. Wouldn't you agree? Here's a disc for Elmo Visits the Firehouse, and a DVD of Elmo Visits the Firehouse opens with the FBI warning screen, which is very short. Then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, and then the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house with the URL and the DVD menu, the title card, and the start of the program. Next up, I have 2 copies of Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More. 2 copies. And I'll tell you why I have 2. And first, we're going to look at this one. This is Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More. This copy of Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More, it says CTW Sesame Street on the front cover. So this is the original CTW print of this. It's got a very squiggly green cover with Elmo with a baby and a dog. The spine shows Elmo in a yellow portrait. And on the back, it lists the episodes Babies, Dogs, and Life on the Farm, which is actually shortened to Farms on TV airings. And yes, Babies, Dogs, and Life on the Farm, they all have Michael Jeter as Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle. And the running time is 50 minutes. And because it's the original CTW print, it has the CTW semicircle logo on the back cover. Here's the tape. With the label, I colored it red. Some questions I wanted to ask you, Jeremy, was, what did you think of the PBS airing of Cinderelmo using the Dash transformation logo on there? Here's the tape label for Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More. The print date is the 92nd day of 2000. So this means it was printed in March or April of 2000, and this VHS came out on May 2nd, 2000. Which May was one of the last months to have the name Children's Television Workshop entirely. And this copy of Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1996 Sesame Street Home Video logo comes first, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the early version without Play It Smart. This is actually the last release to contain the CTW logo, even though the packaging of Let's Make Music surprisingly used that logo on the packaging, although it was the first release to use the Sesame Workshop logo on there, actually. Anyway, after the CTW logo is shown on Babies, Dogs, and More, it has the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from 1997 to 2000, late 1997 to 2000, the Sesame Street CD and Cassette Collection promo from 1998 to 2000, and then the Please Stay Tuned screen, and then, which is a different one, it's a light blue background with dark blue words saying, "Please stay tuned after the program for other exciting shows from Sony Wonder." And then it goes to the Elmo's World theme song, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version, where it shows Elmo drawing on his drawer, and the drawer bounces, and then Elmo is with his goldfish Dorothy. He walks past the goldfish, and then walks toward Elmo's closet door. And then after going to Elmo's closet door, he dances with the shade and the television, and then the shade closes. Mostly because of the dark background. throughout the special with stars. But you want to know what's rare about that airing? After the Elmo's World theme, it has a brief introduction, and then it goes to the start of the Babies episode. And here's the other copy of Elmo's World Babies, Dogs, and More. This is a reprint because it says 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street on there. It has the same episodes on there. And look, it has the Sesame Workshop logo on the back cover, the green roof and blue house logo on the back cover. And the label, I colored it red as well. And the print date's the 129th day of 2001. This copy opens the exact same way as the previous copy, except the Sesame Street home video logo has 1, 2, 3 added at the top, and it has the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house with URL, plastering the CTW semicircle logo. What is very rare about the airing of Cinderelmo is not only does it have the dash transformation logo, but it actually has the CTW semicircle logo on it instead of the Sesame Workshop logo. Talk about that rare combo. All right. Next up, I have the 2001 VHS release of Elmo's World Birthdays, Games, and More, which was released on VHS on May 15th, 2001. It's got a nice squiggly orange cover with Elmo and some balloons and a birthday cake. And the spine shows Elmo with a green portrait. And on the back, it lists the episodes Birthdays, Games, and Pets. But earlier copies of that August 2000 tape would use the CTW semicircle logo when you put the tape in. Summer Fun with Ernie and Bert. And it will include an Elmo's World episode at the end as well, called Water. What do you think? Oh, Kyle, welcome. So, the episodes are Birthdays, Games, and Pets. Once again, green roof, blue house, Sesame Workshop logo on the back cover. This was the last release to use the green roof, blue house logo on the back cover. And here's the tape for Birthdays, Games, and More. Blue label. And the print date's the 42nd. And the 42nd day of 2001 is the print date for this 42nd week of 2001, I meant to say. Great. So Jeremy, earlier copies of Summer Fun with Ernie and Bert would actually use the 1997 CTW semicircle logo with the words "Play It Smart" before the previews on earlier copies. How does that feel to you, Jeremy? And what did you think of the Elmo's World episode that would be added at the end called Water on the VHS of Summer Fun with Ernie and Bert? Not to mention, I wish they made later copies of Let's Make Music with Sesame Workshop on the packaging and stuff. And at the beginning of Birthdays, Games, and More, it would have the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house with the URL, and then the Sesame Street home video logo with 123 added at the top, and then the Elmo's World video collection trailer from 2000 to 2001, and then the Please Stay Tuned screen, and then for some reason the Elmo's World theme starts abruptly, and the Elmo's World theme would start abruptly, and the Please Stay Tuned screen would fade out a second later after the theme starts, which is kind of weird. And it's the Seasons 2 to 5 intro on Birthdays, Games, and More, then the brief introduction, and the start of the Birthdays episode. Great. And what about Winter Fun with Ernie and Bert? That would be released on VHS in December of 1999. All right. Next, I have 2 copies of Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books. First, we're going to look at this one. So, this copy of Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books says CTW Sesame Street on the front cover, so it's the original CTW print. It's just a plain white cover with Elmo at his piano, and there's Goldfish Dorothy on there. And the spine shows a green portrait of Elmo on there. And although Winter Fun with Ernie and Bert would come out on VHS in December of 1999, it would not air on TV until December 2002. And it would have the Jackets episode of Elmo's World as a bonus. Alright. Here's the back, and the episodes on there are dancing, music, and books, which they all have Bill Irwin as Mr. Noodle, and they all are from Season 1. Birthdays, Games, and Pets are from Season 3. Babies, Dogs, and Farms are from Season 2. And dancing, music, and books are from Season 1. And the running time on here is 50 minutes. And it has the CTW semicircle logo on the back cover. Great. And the original airings, the TV airings from January 2000 would have the Jackets episode. Approximately 50 minutes. Here's the tape with the sticker label, and it's colored green. And there's no print date. And this copy of Elmo's World Dancing, Music, and Books opens with the FBI warning screen, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which is the early version without Play It Smart, just like on season 29 of Sesame Street. Then the Sesame Street Home Video and Audio Collection promo from 1997 to 2000, the Sesame Street CD and Cassette Collection promo from 1998 to 2000, and then there's the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background and the harmonica theme, and the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996, and then the Elmo's World theme song, but it's the Season 1 version on this one. Unlike the other Elmo's World releases from 2000 where the Seasons 2 to 5 intro is used, Elmo's World Dancing, Music, and Books is released in 2000, but it has the Season 1 intro that just fades in from black. It's the only Elmo's World release with 3 episodes that contain the original Actually, it would air 3 times. Once in January 2000 with Jackets. Actually, the January 2000 airings would have Jackets, while the 2002 and 2004 airings would have Weather. And for some reason, Winter Fun with Ernie and Bert would have the dot logo, but with the dash logo's audio. And actually, Jeremy, the dot logo would use the dash logo's audio on the 2000 airing. And then after the Elmo's World theme, there's the brief introduction and the start of the dancing episode. Here's the reprint, which has 1, 2, 3 Sesame Street on the front. Same packaging, except it has the Sesame Workshop green roof blue house logo on the back cover. Here is the tape. It's also colored green. And the print date is the 29th week of 2001. And this has the same opening and everything as the previous one, except it has the Sesame Workshop red roof purple house logo with the URL, and it has the Sesame Street home video logo with 1, 2, 3 added at the top. Okay. Oh, they should have aired a TV airing of Cookie Monster's Best Bites from November 2nd, 2000, because November 2nd was Cookie Monster's birthday at that time. Surprisingly, the Snow Globe logo would use the correct audio in the later airings, even though the dot logo had the dash audio in the 2000 airing. Alright. Next up is a 2004 VHS release of Elmo Has Two Hands, Ears, and Feet, which came out on VHS on January 27th of 2004, the same day as the VHS and DVD releases of Arthur's Pet Follies and Arthur Saves the Day, along with the DVD versions of Arthur Makes the Team and Arthur's Lost Library book. Front cover shows a beautiful squiggly yellow cover with Elmo imagining hands, ears, and feet. Wow. And the spine has Elmo with a blue portrait. And the back lists the episode's Hands, which is a Season 3 episode, while Ears and Feet are from Season 5. Feet actually was going to be a Season 6 episode due to the design, but it accidentally aired earlier as a Season 5 episode in December 2003. it was originally meant to be a season 6 episode due to the design they used of Elmo's World. It would be a very special one it would be a very special PBS Kids logo that you would only see on that promotion. Here's tape where Elmo has 2 hands, ears, and feet. It's colored orange. And the print date's the 14th week of 2004. The VHS of Elmo has 2 hands, ears, and feet has the FBI warning screen and the Sony Wonder logo. And then the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo with the URL. This is the last release to use it. And then the Please Stay Tuned screen, which is silent and has colors changing. Then the Elmo's World theme song, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version. And then the brief introduction and the start of the Hands episode. Here's the next release. This is the VHS of Families, Elmo's World Families, Mail and Bath Time. Released on June 8th of 2004, the same day as the VHS and DVD releases of DW Thinks Big and Parents Are from Pluto, along with the VHS and DVD releases of Arthur's Family Vacation and Arthur's Eyes. Believe it or not, there was actually a video of the PBS Kids soda system cue that used to be on YouTube, but it was gone, and it used the dot transformation, and it had the dot transformation logo's audio on it. It would be Primal Scream. The front cover shows Elmo taking a bath. The spine is Elmo with a yellow portrait. And the back has the episodes Families from Season 3, Mail from Season 5, and Bath Time from Season 6. "53 minutes this time." Tape. Sticker label, it's colored green. The print date is January 13th, 2006. So this is a 2006 reprint of Elmo's World Families, Mail and Bath Time. But it still opens like the 2004 VHS release because it has the FBI warning screen. And then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, which has Whoopi Goldberg's voiceover. And then it has the Elmo's World intro, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version on there. Even though it has the Bath Time episode from season 6, it has the seasons 2 to 5 intro on the VHS, even though the TV airings had the late season 5 through 10 intro instead, with the season 6 sound effects. Then the brief introduction and the start of the Families episode. Next up This is a 2000 VHS release of Elmo's World, Flowers, Bananas, and More. The front cover shows a squiggly blue background with Elmo as a flower and the top banana. The spine shows Elmo with the yellow portrait, and the back lists the episodes Flowers, Bananas, and Hair, which are all from season 2. Flowers and Hair have Michael Jeter, and Bananas has Bill Irwin. Oh, and Hands and Ears had Michael Jeter, and Feet had Bill Irwin. On Elmo Has 2, Hands, Ears, and Feet. And on Families, Mail, and Bath Time, Families actually had Bill Irwin and Michael Jeter, while Mail and Bath Time just had Bill Irwin. Oh. Flowers and Hair have Michael Jeter, while Bananas has Bill Irwin. 50 minutes. It was released on VHS on September 12th of 2000. Tape, ink label, no print tape. And the VHS has the FBI. The VHS of Elmo's World, Flowers, Bananas, and More has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo, which is still, and it has completely different music with the breathy synth chime and tuba tune. Great. And then the Sesame Street home video logo, which is blank at the top. And then the Elmo's World video collection promo from 2000 to 2001, and then the Please Stay Tuned screen. Then the Elmo's World intro, which is the Seasons 2, the 5 version, the brief introduction, and the start of the Flowers episode, or Flowers, Plants, and Trees. Amazing. For some reason, the Dash Transformation logo uses the 1999 Dot Logos audio on that airing of Imagine That. Here's the next one. This is a 2005 VHS of Elmo's World, Food, Water, and Exercise. Released on VHS on May 10th of 2005, the same day as the DVD versions of You Are Arthur, Arthur Goes Crosswire, Arthur Makes a Movie, and Arthur Goes on a Field Trip. Front cover shows Elmo with a boy and girl with food and water. The spine has Elmo in an orange portrait. And the back lists the episodes Food, Water, and Exercise. This is interesting because Food and Water are season 2 episode. No, this is interesting because Food and Water are season 1 episodes and feature Bill Irwin. And Exercise is a season 2 episode and it features Michael Jeter. Obviously, they could have added a transportation episode on there instead. They could have completed the first season that way. Here's the tape with the sticker label. No print date. What is very weird about this release is, even though it's a 2005 VHS, the copyright date reads 2004 instead. Just like on Elmo Has 2, Hands, Ears, and Feet, it's a 2004 VHS, but it reads 2003 copyright instead for some reason. And beginning with this release, they have the Sesame Workshop logo right there, arranged vertically. Dutiful Alphabet would have the 1999 dot logo, and Sing, Hoot, and Howl would have the 1999 dash logo. They would air in 1999, in December of 1999. Beginning with Food, Water, and Exercise, they showed the Sesame Workshop logo on the back with a paragraph about it, and it's colored white. There's Elmo holding something. And the VHS of Food, Water, and Exercise opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo from 2004 to 2008. Then the Elmo's World theme song, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version, and the brief introduction and the start of the food episode. And Food, Water, and Exercise would be the very last VHS release of Elmo's World to contain the seasons 2 to 5 intro. Next up, the 2003 VHS of the Great Elmo's World, The Great Outdoors. The front cover shows a squiggly blue background with a sunshine and some clouds, along with Elmo, a monkey, a lion, and a fish. The spine shows Elmo in a yellow portrait. The back lists the episodes Wild Animals, Fish, and Weather. Wild Animals is from season 5, while Fish and Weather are from season 4. In my opinion, I think they should have flipped the Fish and Firefighters episodes around. Season 4 should have been Firefighters, Sky, Sleep, Weather, and Getting Dressed. And then season 5 should have been Mail, Ears, Fish, Wild Animals, Open and Close, and Feet. What were your thoughts on that idea? Alright. It came out on June 3rd, 2003 on VHS. A week before 4 new ARPA titles. Here's the tape for Elmo's World, The Great Outdoors. It's colored blue. No print date. And the VHS of Elmo's World, The Great Outdoors opens with the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house with the URL, the Please Stay Tuned screen with the color-changing background and no music, and the Elmo's World theme song, which is the Seasons 2 to 5 version, the brief introduction, and the start of the Wild Animals episode. Next up, it's a 2003 VHS of Elmo's World Head to Toe with Elmo. Now, the front cover shows a squiggly green background with Elmo with a shirt, and there's a helmet and a shoe and some boots. The spine has Elmo in an orange portrait. And the back lists the episodes' jackets, hats, and shoes, which are all Season 1 episodes, with Bill Irwin as Mr. Noodle. Oh, and Wild Animals and Fish have Michael Jeter, and Weather has Bill Irwin, if I forgot to tell you about those. And this VHS of Elmo's World Head to Toe with Elmo came out on January 14th, 2003, the same day as the VHS and DVD releases of Arthur's Family Fun and Arthur's Snow Day, along with the DVD version of Arthur's Famous Friends and Arthur Goes to Hollywood. So, jackets, hats, and shoes from Season 1. And here's the tape for Head to Toe with Elmo. It's colored red. And the print date on there is the 12th week of 2003. And did I forget to read the print date for Elmo's World? The Great Outdoors. Okay. The 13th week of 2003 for the Great Outdoors. So, printed a week apart. So, here's Head to Toe with Elmo. And the VHS of Head to Toe with Elmo opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house, then the Please Stay Tuned screen, and then the Elmo's World theme song, and then the brief introduction and the start of the Jackets episode. And two strange things happened on this VHS release. You want to know what those weird things are? Okay, so excuse me. I I would. Oh. So, Jeremy, do you want to know what the two weird things are on Head to Toe with Elmo? There's not one, but two weird things. That's one of them. That's one of them, Jeremy. Even though all season 1 episodes are on this release of Head to Toe with Elmo, it has the seasons 2 to 5 intro instead, which is pretty weird in a way. Because all of the episodes are from season 1, but the intro is that of seasons 2 to 5. Because it was a later VHS release, and later VHS releases use that. And you want to know what else is weird? It happens at the very end of the release, before the previews. So, Jeremy, you know what the other weird thing is? It happens before the previews at the end, after the credits. So, the other weird thing is, although Head to Toe with Elmo is a 2003 VHS, the copyright date reads it's from 2002. That's the other weird thing. Speaking of the latest ones, here's the latest Elmo's World VHS to ever be released. It's the extremely rare 2006 VHS release of Elmo's World Pets. The front cover shows Elmo with a bird, a dog, and a cat, and Goldfish Dorothy. The spine shows Elmo with a blue portrait. The other weird thing about Head to Toe with Elmo is, although it was released in 2003, the copyright date read it was from 2002. It came out after the credits. The 2002 copyright date was read after the credits, even though it's a 2003 VHS. So here's Pets. Here's the back. It lists the episodes Pet, Dogs, Cats, and Pets. What's weird is Pets is actually the first episode, Dogs is actually the second, and Cats is actually the last. Cats is a season 7 episode, while Pets and Dogs are episodes from previous releases from seasons 2 and 3, respectively. And they also go out of order in Springtime Fun and Dancing, Music, and Books. Here's the tape. Yellow label. And the print date is June 14th, 2006. Printed 2 months before the 37th season of Sesame Street was released. And the VHS actually came out almost 2 weeks before the 37th season, because it came out on August 1st and the 37th season premiered on August 14th. And the VHS of Elmo's World Pets opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and then the Elmo's World theme song, which is the late seasons 5 through 10 version with the season 2 sound effects, and the brief introduction and the start of the Pets episode. Alright, I better make it quick because I have to go to bed in a half hour. So I'll get through as much tapes as I can before the time is up. Here's the next one. This is the 2006 DVD of Elmo's World Reach for the Sky, which was released on January 31st, 2006. Released on January 31st, 2006. The front cover shows Elmo with a rainbow and a school. The spine shows Elmo with a blue portrait. In the back lists the episodes Sky from season 4 and Jumping in School are from season 7. Special feature, kid-friendly instant play. $53 minutes. And here is the disc for Reach for the Sky. And the DVD of Reach for the Sky opens. And the VHS of Reach for the Sky. Wow, that's cool. And the VHS of Reach for the Sky opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo. The DVD of Reach for the Sky opens with the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House, Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, and then the Elmo's World theme song, the late seasons 5 through 10 version, the first release to use it, and then the brief introduction and the start of the start of the Sky episode. Actually, Reach for the Sky is the first release to use the late season 5 through 10 intro, but with the season 2 sound effects. The late seasons 5 through 10 intro actually appeared in a 2004 DVD release called The Street We Live On, which had the season 6 sound effects on there. Next up, the 2000 VHS of Elmo's World Singing, Drawing, and More, released on September 12th of 2000. The front cover shows a squiggly yellow background with Elmo and Ernie. Elmo's drawing Ernie, and Ernie is singing something. The spine has Elmo with a blue portrait, and the back lists the episodes. Singing, drawing, and telephones. And it's 50 minutes. And singing, drawing, and telephones are from season 2. Singing and telephones have Michael Jeter, and drawing has Bill Irwin. Next up, alright, tape, purple label, no print date. The VHS of Elmo's World Singing, Drawing, and More opens with the FBI warning screen, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the prototype Sesame Workshop logo, with the green roof and blue house, with the breathy synth chime and tuba tune. And then the Sesame Street home video logo with the blank sign at the top. And then the Elmo's World video collection promo from 2000 to 2001. And then the Elmo's World. And then the Please Stay Tuned screen, the Elmo's World theme song, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version, the brief introduction, and the start of the singing episode. So, what is different about the season 2 sound effects of the drawer, door, and shade compared to the season 6 ones? Here's the next one. This is a 2002 VHS of Elmo's World Springtime Fun. And Singing, Drawing, and More had the seasons 2 to 5 intro. Same with Springtime Fun. The front cover has a squiggly purple cover with Elmo riding a bike, looking at a ladybug, and seeing a bird in the nest and a butterfly. Spine has Elmo with a yellow portrait, and the back lists the episodes Birds, Bikes, and Bugs. Springtime Fun actually has Birds come first, and then Bugs comes next. Bikes would actually be the last episode. Kind of like in Dancing, Music, and Books, where dancing is the first episode, books is the next one, and music is the last. And yes, Birds, Bugs, and Bicycles all contain Michael Jeter. And it was released on VHS on February 12th, 2002. There's a tape with the yellow label. And it's printed on the 21st week of 2002. Okay, Kyle. See you later. And the VHS of Springtime Fun has the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house, the Please Stay Tuned screen, which is silent, and the colors change, and the Elmo's World theme song, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version, and the start of, and the brief introduction, and the start of the Birds episode. Next up, This is a 2004 DVD release of Elmo's World, The Street We Live On. This was to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Sesame Street, alongside What's the Name of That Song? The front cover shows Elmo, Zoe, Grover, and Ernie. The spine shows Elmo with the blue portrait. Backlist, Gina and the Chickens, Oscar the Grouch, Grover, and Luis and Maria's Wedding. And the DVD was released on August 3rd, 2004, the same day as the VHS and DVD versions of Arthur's Double Dare and Arthur's School of Hard Knocks, and the DVD versions of Arthur's New Puppy and Arthur's First Sleepover. And it's 53 minutes. Or 52 minutes. And here's the disc for The Street We Live On, and it actually has artwork with Elmo and Grover. And the DVD of The Street We Live On has the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Sesame Workshop Around the World promo, the DVD menu, and then a 5-minute, the title card, and a 5-minute introduction by Grover. And then the Elmo's World theme song, which is the late seasons 5 through 10 version with the season 6 sound effects. And did you know that some of the episodes from seasons 3 through 7 have an added sound effect in terms of the guitar one when the door closes? The season 5 through 10 version with season 6 sound effects on The Street We Live On. Then the start of the program. And the very last Elmo's World VHS release that I have, but it's not the last VHS that came out of Elmo's World, it's the last one I have in order of the alphabet. Wake Up with Elmo. Released on VHS on May 14th, 2002. And it has a beautiful picture of Elmo waking up, and he has his baby David doll and an alarm clock and his goldfish Dorothy. Spine is Elmo with a yellow portrait. In the back lists the episodes Sleeping, Getting Dressed, and Brushing Teeth. Sleeping and Getting Dressed are from season 4, and Brushing Teeth is from season 3. Sleeping and Brushing Teeth have Michael Jeter, and Getting Dressed has Bill Irwin. So, the season 3 episodes, beginning with the bicycles episode, there would be an added sound effect mixed with the guitar sound, which is a deeper sounding synthesized sound effect mixed together with the guitar one. Instead of the guitar one playing itself, it would have the guitar one mixed with the deep synthesized sound effect playing at the same time. This also happens in season 4 episodes like Sleep and Getting Dressed, and season 5 episodes like Ears and Firefighters, and season 6 episodes like Bath Time and Bells. Those would be the episodes with those added sounds. And would you like that added sound version appear on the Elmo's World Fiesta special as well? which would be the last special with the season 3 design, with the bright season 3 design. Okay, here is the back of Wake Up with Elmo. 50 minutes. Tape, colored green. And the print date is the 47th week of 2002. And the VHS of Wake Up with Elmo has the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and purple house, and the Elmo's World. And the Please Stay Tuned screen, the Elmo's World theme, which is the seasons 2 to 5 version, the brief introduction, and the start of the sleep episode. Here's the last one. It's the 2008 Genius Entertainment DVD release of Elmo's World, What Makes You Happy. It was originally released by Sony Wonder in 2007, but this is a 2008 Genius Entertainment reprint. Probably the Balls episode. And the front cover for What Makes You Happy is very similar to that of The Great Outdoors in terms of the cloud and sun and the squiggly blue cover. There are 3 pictures of Elmo for some reason. The spine shows Elmo in the blue portrait. And the back lists the episode's Friends, which is the newest episode. Friends is from season 8. And Friends is actually the only new episode of Elmo's World on there. And Singing and Dancing are previous episodes shown on previous releases. And for some reason, Ernie dresses up like a tiger in the Fiesta as well. And speaking of which, I thought of an Elmo's World special where Ernie and Bert appear due to Elmo being sick. And it's a special from season 1 that was produced at the same time as the 30th season of Sesame Street. Oh, and here's the disc for Elmo's World, What Makes You Happy. Oh, and if I forgot to tell you, singing is from season 2, from Singing, Drawing, and More, and dancing is from season 1, from Dancing, Music, and Books. And here's the disc for What Makes You Happy, and the DVD opens with the FBI anti-piracy warning, then the Sesame Workshop Around the World promo from 2008 to 2012, then the Elmo's World theme song, which is the late seasons 5 through 10 version with the season 2 sound effects, and the start of the title card and the start of the Friends, or the brief introduction and the start of the Friends episode. And What Makes You Happy is the only release with a season 1 episode to contain the late season 5 through 10 intro. Okay, guys. I'm gonna probably do part 2 tomorrow, because well, it was shorter than the previous one, that's for sure, but it was still pretty long, so I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow. So I will talk to you all later.